FaZe managed to have the third longest win streak in Counter-Strike history, and the longest win streak so far in Counter-Strike 2. But this has not been easy, from insane comebacks to close matches. Today we're breaking down all of the crucial rounds where FaZe almost lost the win streak. Let's start with GamerLegion, who up until this point gave FaZe their first ever loss on Counter-Strike 2. So let's go back to that match and see how FaZe lost it. We are brought into round 23 and FaZe are up 12-11, so it's a close game. FaZe are going 4 players outside and 1 in lobby. This, if you did not know, are the default setup FaZe uses on Nuke, where they will use the outside pressure to allow Rops who plays lobby to lurk out and try to get vent or ramp, while GamerLegion are going 2 players outside, 2 on A side and 1 in ramp, the standard for most teams on the CT side of Nuke. Rops uses a nade and a smoke to break the door and then block the vision of GamerLegion into this door. The goal of Rops is to either wait it out or push into the smoke and try to find an opening kill. GamerLegion uses 3 Molotovs early, 1 deep outside, 1 ramp and 1 in hut. This is a clear indication that they will try to make sure FaZe can't do any early pushes. But we can see outside, FaZe has given up on it, and only has Rain, who by now has gotten to red, since they realized now that GamerLegion has used so many Molotovs early, it's probably better to take a fight towards a spot that needs some Molotovs to hold it off, like hut or ramp. Rops take his chance, knowing if he can get behind the ramp player, FaZe can push ramp and win control, as well as getting B, so Rain and him in secret can coordinate a push, and he leaps out and Isaac is able to hit him, but not enough, and Rops has gotten down to vent. This forces the ramp player to go towards vent and B site and leaves ramp open, ever since Rops broke the door, and this is the goal of FaZe. Now they can steal ramp control and B site. Chaos clears vent, and Rops opens a single door, giving away his position, but as smart as he is, he closes the door. And here we find the window in control room has been broken, and this will allow him to understand that there is a player who either have walked down and went to vent or to secret. And this is crucial information for both him and Rain and the rest of FaZe. And right now this round from FaZe relies on all information Rops can get. And here Rops kills Acre, who must not have gotten a memo, and this allows FaZe to take ramp control as 3 players.
I wonder if we could hear that rotation from...
He must know he's here.
From Acre. It's hard to know where Rops is. Even if you think you know where he is, he can still surprise you. A quick burst and Acre is gone.
And Rain using this pressure to get Snacks into a 1v1, and here wins it. FaZe are up 5v3 and has gotten ramp control, and Rain finds 1 more kill after Isaac feeling the pressure and understanding they need a trade, tries to swing only to be met by the Viking, and Rain collects his 2nd skull of the round.
B, GamerLegion heavily committing.
Oh, he's so fast, Rain! And the dream is collapsing for GamerLegion as he resets the angle of engagement. Rain is cleaning house.
But Volts and Chaos quickly finds the trades, and it's now a 3v2. So FaZe are still up. And here, why not just take A site, since they have the information that both GamerLegion players are towards B? Well, the bomb is stuck alone on B site, so he is now screaming for the other players to come down and help him. Broky is able to get to site and plant for ramp. But right now FaZe are split up with Kerrigan in main, Rops is low in ramp and Broky on site. Broky for no reason, since he heard Volt struggling with the door, goes for the 1v1 fight to end the game, and here he fails. And here Volt runs out with the flash and taps the bomb. And here Rops peeks out. Even though the bomb is planted for the left side of ramp, he peeks on the right, and Volt as quick as ever finds this kill. Rops as well were too greedy, and now it's down to a 1v1 versus Kerrigan, who were spotted here earlier, and Volt has the read, but Kerrigan goes double door to play it smart. But Volt is a step ahead and can win the 1v1 fight, and a 1v3 gave FaZe their first ever loss after overtime in CS2.
And they know who the last man is. Volt in the clutch now, 1 versus 3 made 2. He's got a kit, he's got next to no util, just a flashbang to try and get Rops off this AWP, but they can play the bomb now. There's 2 of them, and the angle is horrible for Volt. He's halfway there though. That clock is ticking, and Kerrigan hasn't shown himself. He finally has, and he's clutched it. We're going to overtime.
Going into this round, FaZe has fumbled a massive lead of 9-3, but in the later stages of the match have been able to crawl it somewhat back, and this round was a key round. To allow FaZe to even bring the game to overtime they needed badly. Going into this round, FaZe were on a 5 AK, while Complexity has an AWP but a FAMAS and MP9 as well. So I would still say FaZe by are the better. Complexity takes a gamble in this round to leave A site open and rather having 3 players on B and 2 in middle, since the 2 mid players can get donut rather fast if FaZe goes for the execute, with the smokes and all. While FaZe are going 2 players in middle, 2 towards A and 1 outside of B early. FaZe Lurker on B has left and rather quick, and Complexity uses some utility to take full on B ramp control. And here they can see that FaZe has no players there.
Lane spots a nade in the skies. Floppy calls it clear. Info flowing, info flowing.
Rotates.
And this might be good, but remember, A side is open, so seeing that B is clear will scare the living human out of the Complexity boys. And we can see as soon as Complexity clears B, they are starting to over-rotate. One player from mid runs to Donut and one from B is running to CT before FaZe has crossed. But FaZe are still taking it slow, and this ruins their free site opportunity, since Complexity has so much map control, with all of B and middle. FaZe uses some utility and the execute is on, but FaZe has something up their sleeves.
No two ways about it, you've lost everything else on the map and Complexity have everything.
It's a double pump. They're hoping that they over-rotate back.
And as the caster calls it, a double pump, which sounds a lot like a sexual thing, but okay. When FaZe throws the first set of utility as a fake in hope Complexity thinks it's a false alarm and that they just over-rotated, just to be hit by a proper execute, and we can see this live. We can see how Complexity only leaves 2 players to guard site, and then on the second execute, we can tell that now Complexity need to rotate all players over and FaZe are entering site. Hulzerk, who runs out of the smoke, managed to get 1 kill full blinded, and here FaZe were just too fast out and had to wait for the backside Molotov to hit. But FaZe are too split up quickly. What looks doable is lost, with 1 player dying in Donut, 1 in middle and Brokey dying trying to trade.
Out goes through the smoke. Oh my god! Hulzerk! He saves them with the opening. Maybe more required from Grim. Oh, Twister's got him! And FaZe 3 frags away from the 12. It's only a couple left, but just like that.
And Rain is left in a 1v2 that will decide the fate of this game and the future of FaZe. But Rain has all the information, 1 Donut and 1 mid. And here he is fast to take the fight versus the Donut player, so the 1 player in Donut and mid can't connect together and play it as a 2v1, and Rain wants to make it into 2 1v1s. And now that he gets this kill, he only wants to get the bomb, but he spots the middle player crossing. On the cross, when he spots him, he needs to make a game plan. And as we know Rain, he loves peeking, so his game plan is just to peek and just trust you're better than JT. And he wins the fight.
Elige has cleared him out. It's up to Rain in the clutch. He nails Elige and JT once again has to come up clutch. 37! Rain!
This was a crazy BO1 that we saw from FaZe versus NiP, with NiP playing with a stand-in and all. We're able to almost ruin FaZe win streak on Ancient, a map FaZe loves to play close games on. And here in round 45, we saw how close NiP were. In overtime 4, it's the first to get to 24 rounds. And FaZe has been struggling, giving away the match point to NiP for most of the overtime. So FaZe needs this round to get back on the horse. NiP, similar to Complexity, has left A side open and are focusing to play 2 players in middle and 3 on B, while FaZe are as well going 2 players in middle and 3 on B. And early in mid, FaZe and NiP are exchanging utility like always, with NiP smoking bottom mid and molotoving it to make sure if a FaZe player pushes a smoke he will be hit by the molotov and hurt, while FaZe molotovs mid cubby and flashes mid. But for NiP to have 3 players on B, they are quite uncoordinated, with 2 of FaZe B players are allowed to just walk up on ramp without being seen, since one of NiP's B player are in cave, 1 in the corner and 1 holding ramp from the side pillar, so Brokey can find the first kill of the round, and rather fast, while Rain on this contact runs up and here spots rest so Brokey can trade back, and FaZe has the advantage already and an open B site.
39 kills, but it's Brokey to open up. Hetrick getting tested and comes up short. Brokey with a double opening.
Brokey uses all of this space he has created to just take more space, and why not? This will force NiP to over-rotate, and FaZe can use this to win back middle and even go A if they want it. While Robs in middle finds Config trying to win back some map control and FaZe are up 4v2. And here, Maxter is dealt with and S-Tag in the 1v3 can't do much this round. FaZe barely won, and NiP in this overtime 4 took match point first, and if FaZe had lost this round, they would most likely have lost the game completely. So this might not have been an interesting round, but the butterfly effect this had was crazy for the following few rounds of overtime.
Is he ready for a 3rd player on there? He's got the right idea. Under the smoke up, he knows that someone's in there now. And Robs is taking care of Config. This is looking pretty good for FaZe in this one. Maxter and S-Tag left.
Yeah, you're dead honest. Final round next, so they've got cash. I guess they might as well go for it, see what they can do. Bomb's not planted, of course, and Maxter might be able to deny entrance towards a B side if he catches Twist with the aforementioned C4. Plenty of time, though. And FaZe are just going to wait for the next opportunity to arrive. Maxter has to offer himself up. S-Tag.
I've already made a very detailed breakdown of this, so I will just play it and steal my own content. Answer on map point and match point, 5 kills between them and a grand final. This is an important one. For ENCE, this will be their last ride as a full team, now that Snappy is linked to Falcons. Oh, never mind, Diha is not here, so not even a full team. FaZe this round has a Tech 9 and a Galil, so this will not be ideal for them, while ENCE has a full buy. ENCE are going 1 player on A in this spot, and I will make a video during December about how to play A. But I will give you a quick rundown, since this will be crucial for this round. when the AWP plays A. He plays it solo since there are so many easy kills to find from main and other places, and it's why the rest of ENCE are 2 middle, 2 on B, so the mid players can quickly help on A if needed. But what happened when there's a rush? Well, we will see. FaZe are going all 5 players to A, and this is the best time to rush A. It's only an AWP holding, and here FaZe uses a bunch of flashes to help the rest of the team to get out, and Sampayas finds the first kill on Kerrigan, but for some reason he's not falling back, but opting to stay. My theory is that he did not know FaZe could already be big box, and here he dies to attack 9, not ideal. And look at this side take from FaZe. Some flashes over, a smoked donut, a smoked deep CT, and then this Molotov behind the boxes to force the AWP off. It's beautiful. And here the CT player finds Rain, but Brokey quickly trades back. And we are seeing the match now go down to a 3v3. And FaZe are able to plant since Nerd shot too soon. And Madden did not want to give away his position by spamming when he's inside the smoke. And right now ENCE has 1 player CT, Madden close to sight, and Nerd smoked off in donut. FaZe needs to get some kills, and here Twist start by trying to kill the player peeking temple, but whiffs, and this is the kill FaZe needed. Madden walks out to find Twist. He was not ready, and Madden has made the round possible for ENCE. Him not killing the planter was kinda worth it. But Robs as quick as ever is able to trade back. Snappy tries to trade back again, but are too far apart, and we are now seeing the team play of ENCE fail. And Robs can pick up 1 more player before Nerds from the donut through the smoke is able to trade him back. And a 1v1 it's all between ENCE and FaZe. But pause, this win is crucial for ENCE, since they have no lose bonus, and their money is not good, so if ENCE loses, they are almost forced to play overtime. Nerds uses this odd smoke to be allowed to get up in this off angle, something we saw Kerrigan do on Nuke in his 1v2. But this will not be as clean, since if Nerds wants to get up to plant or boost, whatever you call it, he will have to jump and give away his position. And for Brokey, there's no point of swinging, and he will just jiggle. And when Nerds jumps up, Brokey jiggles and spots him, and Brokey with a no-scope has Nerds' number, and FaZe are allowed to stay alive for 1 more round at least.
Coming back in for CT, nice shot, couldn't double up, couldn't get Robs, who's now considering 2 angles, worried about CT and Donut, and he's turning left and right, and eventually gets that kill towards CT, but it's down to this. It's down to Nerds versus Brokey. Nerds looks to drag ENCE forward into a grand final, and he's looking for Brokey. He knows exactly where he is, and the AWP in a close position, running the clock down, running his play down, and Brokey hits the no-scope.
This was the closest ever I think FaZe has been to losing the streak before Vitality would dethrone them. And this was as well during Blast in a BO3 against Cloud9, where so far the score is 1-1 in maps, and going into this round, FaZe were on the back foot with a weaker bye, as well as Cloud9 being on match point. And the round before this, FaZe lost it after Cloud9 only had pistols. So FaZe are now on a full stress mode. It were supposed to be 11-11, so how have it now been 12-10? FaZe are going for an early B smoke, just to make sure the B players of Cloud9 are aware FaZe could be behind the smoke, and then playing 3 in middle and 2 towards water, while Cloud9 are going 3 players on B, 1 mid and 1 on A, a very common setup. Electronic in mid, a Molotov and a nade, before falling back, since he do not want to be ran down by FaZe. And to be fair, Cloud9 right now are playing quite scared, since there's a lot of pressure on them to win this. Robs gets flashed, and here is allowed to cross the A main door towards this corner that he loves so much. And this is as well done to make sure Cloud9 is not sure where FaZe even are. FaZe then smokes water connector to play onto this idea of giving Cloud9 as little information as possible, while Rain takes more water control, and right now FaZe are in the driver's seat of the round. They have full water control and forced Cloud9 away from middle. They just need to make the right call of where to end the round. Rain Molotovs like this and hits Hobbit, giving Rain important information of how Cloud9 are playing water. But since it's smoked, we have no clue if Hobbit ran into the site or into the smoke. So to push through this would be risky, never mind. Rain knowing the importance of this part of the map, it's probably the most important part of the whole map of Anubis, and he still takes it, and this is a massive gamble. But as we have seen so far, massive gambles are the reason FaZe has been on this win streak so far. And with Rain now in this position, they will use this to take B, and here Rain runs out when he's get Molotov and gets a 1-for-1 trade.
Defense, 3 people is here, it's looking good so far, but Rain.
And in the 4v4, FaZe are able to plant, but Brokey is found through the smoke. And it's not a 3v4 to keep the streak alive, so how do FaZe do it? Well, Cloud9 are split up with 2 players on site, 1 coming CT and 1 from middle. So FaZe need to use these few valuable seconds where they have the advantage of players on site to take site control. But Cloud9 are smart in waiting, or are they? Well, when Hobbit and Perfecto waits, this allows Twist to just swing out and kill the CT player and make a fight that should never have been a 1v1 into a 1v1. And FaZe has gotten the game into a 3v3.
Here, right now, in the 4-on-3 advantage.
Twist
He's really come alive at the late stage of this Anubis game. He knows that Perfecto is right in that corner.
Twist hears Exile in Temple, and when Hobbit and Exile wants to double swing him, Hobbit peeks out into Brokey, and Brokey finds his kill, as well as then Exile and Perfecto peeking one by one, and Mr. Van Dolken cleans the round up and keeps FaZe alive, and putting Cloud9 on the worst buy going into round 24, and in overtime, FaZe won.
He's got the right idea. That's how he got the kill on Brokey. There's carrying with a bit of a tap. It might just continue. Twist, he's back again.
In the final of Blast, FaZe looked to extend the winning streak to 19, almost beating G2 at 20. And in a final, they barely lost last year to Heroic. Sadly here, FaZe crumbled, and Vitality dethroned FaZe for now. And I made a video about that, together with the amazing YouTuber, Vasu, so check that out. Thank you for watching, and here are 2 videos YouTube told me you would like. Bye.